The idea for the Babadook wasn't really a conscious thing that, you know, a light bulb went off and I went, oh, what about this idea? It started more with a feeling and a kernel of an idea, and then just grew as time went on. But I guess the short that I made called Monster was the springboard for that. And then, you know, I started to dream about what else was in this story. And then it all grew from that. Well, the themes of the Babadook that interested me, I'm very fascinated by what happens to people when they don't face things, when they push down on difficulties in themselves, and where does that go? So, you know, if someone's had a tragic experience and they don't deal with it, how does it sit in their life? And I guess the Babadook is an exploration of that idea. Told in a very heightened way. So in the case of the Babadook, Amelia presses down on these terrible feelings so much that they develop an energy and become something that splits off from her, becomes separate from her, and then starts to control her. And what that thing is, who knows? I know. I feel what it is, but it's up to the audience to interpret what that is. Whether it's supernatural or whether it's psychological is really up to the viewer. But that's the basic idea for me. That's the kernel of the film. The character of Amelia is a complex one, and I always wanted her to have heart. And, you know, people's initial reading of the script, they were concerned that she was going to be cold and unfeeling and unsympathetic. And I always felt when I was writing her that she was someone I cared so much about. And so I wanted an actress that was really based here and that had the capacity to, you know, to give the character warmth. And Essie for me has been a perfect casting because I've known her for a long time. I went through NIDA with Es, and we're very good friends. But on top of that, she's just a brilliant, brilliant actress, and so courageous, so committed, intelligent, but really heart. She uses her heart when she acts. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with her performance. Yeah, she's a knockout. When I'd written the film and then we started auditioning 6-year-olds, I was thinking, oh my God, what have I done? You know, because to put a 6-year-old in the lead, you know, lead role in a film is a really stupid or insane thing to do, but the story demanded it. So, and we looked at children that were older, you know, so we looked at 8 or 9, but there was Samuel needs a real innocence, and he is a character as well that needs to be loved by the audience. And we found that with 8 and 9-year-olds, there was a sort of a knowing quality that starts to creep in to kids around that age. So he really needed to be an actor of 6. And we found Noah pretty quickly. Once I spotted him, I thought, oh, there's something about him that is really special. And he is 6, and he's an innocent 6. He has a quality that is really pure as a person, and that translated so beautifully into the character of Sam. And you know, I said to someone early on in the shoot, it's, you know, directing a 6-year-old's like trying to get Mercury to form in a straight line. It's like every day was terrifying. But it's really paid off. And I think the fact that I am an actor and I know how hard it is, and I basically, you know, went through scenes with him and acted them first for him, and then he was able to get it through that process. And he's very smart. He's very emotionally advanced, you know, much more than most children of 6. He had a great empathy for Sam, and a very big heart as well. So all of these qualities just added up to what I feel, I mean we haven't edited it, but what I feel is a really terrific performance.